Welcome to today's Farm Life. I'm Doug Cunningham. You know, I was recently involved in a roundtable or a coffee table discussion about CRP and the CREP land and the maintenance and the upkeep and the rules and regulations. Got me thinking, maybe it's time to revisit CRP and what it's all about. So I got in touch with Ryan Alley with the USDA Services Center here in Davis and Hanson County. He answered a lot of questions for me. We started with CRP.
CRP, otherwise known as the Conservation Reserve Program, has three main signups with the FSA, our Farm Service Agency, that the NRCS, Natural Resource Conservation Service, works directly with. The first is our continuous CRP sign-up, and that is an ongoing sign-up that mainly deals with marginal cropland acres, and there's certain ratios that these acres have to meet for wetlands and upland acres, as well as trees are eligible to be enrolled into this program. One of the main requirements of the continuous CRP, along with general CRP, would be the cropping history. They need to have at least 4 of 6 years showing cropping history with FSA from 2012 to 2017. And that is the current requirement, and those change with each farm bill. Our general CRP is another sign-up that's going on right now through March 11th, and this is a CRP program that deals with most of the practices that aren't eligible through continuous. General CRP deals with a lot of the acres that might not be eligible for continuous CRP. This is a ranking program, so your application would be ranked against other applications in the general CRP, and those would be ranked out to see who would get funded. The last CRP sign-up would be Grassland CRP, and that sign-up goes through April 4th through May 13th. That sign-up deals primarily with grazing land, so that is a working lands program. So the producers that sign up for that, we'd work with them closely with the prescribed grazing management system. If they're haying it, we'd work with them on the haying side, or if they'd like to leave it idle, we can just let it stay idle for wildlife habitat.
According to Alley, the CREP ground, or the Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program ground, is the same as CRP, except it's the way it's managed and controlled that makes it different. He explained.
So CREP is the Conservation Reserve Enhancement Program. So we work a lot with CREP and CRP. Although they go together, they're two separate programs. CREP is ran through the state with Game, Fish, and Parks. Pheasants Forever partners have a heavy role in that and kind of programming that for GFP. So that is basically if a producer would like to enroll their CRP or any other private land into CREP, they would just work with the office, and basically that would allow public hunting on those acres. There are some different requirements within CREP as well. I believe it's a 40-acre minimum that has to be offered into CREP, and then right now the James River watershed is the main area where CREP is enrolled, and so there's a 100,000 acre cap on that. So once that is reached, no more CREP would be offered or enrolled. There are some counties like Davison and Hanson that are ran through one office, but each county should have a USDA center that is housed with the Farm Service Agency who administers CRP, and then the Natural Resources Conservation Service who does a lot of the program work for CRP. Pheasants Forever partners are also in some of these offices and cover bigger areas. So these are all entities or agencies that if you have any questions, you can definitely reach out to, and any of those would definitely be happy to help you.
Just an update on CRP and CREP ground in South Dakota. Remember, if you have any land in these programs, might not be a bad idea to check in with the USDA Services Center to make sure everything is up to date. Remember, feel good about what you do today, because what you do today is very important. Until next time, for today's Farm Life, I'm Doug Cunningham.